Hey everybody, in part one of this video series I showed how you can easily select the course as a placeholder for the fourth player in a group when you're playing as threesomes. In this video I'll show you how this applies to scoring. So let's look at our schedule again for round number 3, and you'll see the course is scheduled in each of the first 3 groups, and then 3 regular players playing in the other spots. So we have 3 regular players in each of the first 3 groups and then a foursome in the last group. And that has us scheduled for 13 regular players. Now let's enter scores for round number 3. And I'm going to go to Administration, Weekly Admin, and then Enter Scores. I have my player number and player name options turned on here. And one thing you'll notice is that there's no player number next to the course. And that's because the course is not playing for anybody. It's just a placeholder. However, in this match play league, we have this player, William, who's going to play against the course. So let's see what this means. So as usual, I'm going to choose Enter Edit Scores in the Action dropdown. And the course appears as the player in the first spot against William. And if we click on the player dropdown, you'll notice there's no regular player scheduled here. However, you can select a sub. So if normally you have 13 players, but this week you have a sub playing, you can then choose the sub to play, and William will now play against this sub. But in this case, I'm going to keep it as the course. And the scores get grayed out because you're not going to enter anything in here. So if you're unfamiliar with what it means to play against the course, I've left a link in the description to a help document which gives you some more details. So now I'm going to enter scores just as I normally would and click Save and Exit when I'm done. So I've entered my scores. I can either save and record points or save and exit. I'm going to click on Save and Exit. And so now it shows that my scores are entered, but the points have not been recorded. So I'm going to click on Action, Record Points. And now William's playing against Blackheath, and the points are all computed. However, because Blackheath is not playing for a player, it's not as if a regular player is absent and the course is playing in that spot. It's just a placeholder. All these points won by Blackheath are zeroed out, and they just don't show up in the standings. So I'm going to click on Record Points. And now if I go to Stats, League Standings, you'll notice the 3 players that have played and who have scores entered have their scores displayed, but the course is not displayed here. So the course is just a placeholder and doesn't appear on the standing. Now if we go back in and enter scores for the second group, which also has a course, this time I'm going to pick a sub to play in place of that course. And now I'll enter the scores. And once again, I'll hit Save and Exit. And I'm going to record points. And again, it shows the players and the points they won. In this case, again, David is not playing for a player. He's just playing in the spot that was reserved by the course. Therefore, there's no player number, and any points that he wins don't appear anywhere. I'm going to click Record Points. And now I can go into Stats and look at my league standings for this round. And you'll notice all the players that I've entered into that week's score, as well as the sub who played for the course. And the sub, because we entered that player into skins, counts now for skins. So in part 3 of the video series, I'm going to continue with this topic, and I will show you how you can use this option to schedule subs who aren't playing for anybody at all, such as when you want to just add players to a skins game without affecting any standings on top of the scheduled players that you already have.